Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I personally have a big problem with this kind of behavior. And this behavior occurs because I think that people who are supposed to do their jobs are not doing their job properly. What's going on? We have some incidents again in Paris, the capital of the French nation. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So this article comes from Sputnik. It is from today, the 28th of June 2023. Violent clashes erupt in Paris suburbs after police kill teenager, reports. Now, I don't know about you, but maybe you do this. I've never seen this done in the country I come from, Romania. Never. I have never heard other countries, I don't know, in 50s, 60s, only certain kind of trarap seem to behave like this. So, what do I mean? I have a question for you. Let's say you are at work, and while you are at work, something is done to you, let's say, maybe not even done to you, done to one of your co-workers, which is, I don't know, improperly or unjustly treated, that person. Or you don't know. That's how it goes. You don't know exactly what happened. You just find out that the person was fired. One of your guys, okay, is going to be fired. Do you start breaking stuff in the office? You start destroying the printer, your laptops, your computers, your chairs, your cubicles. Do you do that as an anger because you're someone, maybe you don't even know that person personally. Another employee was fired and you think, hey, he was fired unjustly. You don't know that. You know that the person was fired. Would you act like that? Let's say a police officer stops you and says, okay, Mr. Gigi, I'm going to give you this citation. You can go and fight this in court if you want. This, you schedule a court date and so on. And you're going to pay the fine and you don't have to court. Do you open the door of your car and start, I don't know, going to the police car's unit and start destroying it? Or you just go on the side of the road and burn someone's car because you got angry with the police officer that you think mistreated you or illegally stopped you? Or you go to court, which I know how that works because I did it. And they go and ask you, Mr. Kosman, did you hear what the officer said? Yeah, but did you hear what I said? No, the officer said this. So why am I here? That's happened to me. I said, why am I here then? If you just listen to that guy, okay then. So that's what happened. So nevertheless, or you just go and work through the process. Let's say you think something was done wrong to someone else, not even to you. You go there and you break property, some other people's property? Who does that? Who takes the law in their hand? What kind of country is that? What kind of society is that? What kind of people are those? And then the next thing is, what should the authorities of a civilized country do about it? So that teenager was shot by the police. Do you know what happened? They're going to tell us that the teenager who was renting a car did not stop after he was prompted by the police and chased and trala. These are the details so far. Now, does that mean that you have to go and burn property, destroy a city? Why? And if that means you have that right, that means the police has the right to keep the peace and keep the other citizens away from your actions. How do you think they should do that? Well, I can tell you how I would do it if I would be in charge of the Parisian police. That violent thing will end up in 1 hour. I guarantee you. In 1 hour. How? Well, you just enforce the law. Full force, and you take care of all that. And I guarantee you after an hour, you're not going to see anybody protesting anymore. That's how it's done. So that's a political decision. You let them burn? Yeah, okay, send over there about, 5,000 law enforcement officers and take care of them legally. That means protecting property and other civilians, other Parisians that don't want to see these guys burning and destroying property. That's not the way you act in a civilized society. That's why we have laws. If I act out violently each and every time I feel that I was treated unjustly, that means the whole world will burn. Is that how it is? We have so many people. What do? You go through the system. You go through the institutions set up. You think this is a corrupt system? Do you think that burning someone else's property makes sense? You show your outrage. I mean, we can't do that, because if we show our outrage each and every second like that, we will have no more cities around us. I'm very angry with these guys. Unrest and violent clashes with police broke out in the western Paris suburb of Nanterre and other suburbs. What's going on in these suburbs? After law enforcement killed a 17-year-old teenager who attempted to flee a traffic check early on Tuesday. Now, I don't know the details on this thing, but neither these guys. I guarantee you they don't know the details. And if the police did something illegal, they should be punished. Is that breaking property in suburbs, plural? Did they know this guy? Who is this guy? Was one of their people? Or who was this guy? The French police killed the teenager driving a rental car after he refused to pull over after breaking several road rules outside of Paris. Now, what's going on here? Teenager driving a rental car, refused to pull over. Doesn't mean have to be killed? No, but he has to stop. That's where it all started. You have to stop. If you don't stop, you break again the law. You refuse this and that. Which caused shock and questions about the readiness of the security forces to pull the trigger, local newspaper. Now, how about this guy not driving away and refusing to pull over? How about teaching that citizen to be responsible? How about that? Hey, newspapers, hey, school, hey, politicians, yes, you are part of all this. Oh, no, you can do whatever you want. It was accident, boom, boom, boom. No, be responsible for your actions. Who triggered that? It doesn't mean that you deserve to get that one. I'm not saying that. But as people say, well, he got shot. How did that happen? Well, he just attacked the police officer. The police officer is trigger friendly, trigger whatever, itchy finger something. You attacked him? Yeah, he didn't deserve that. Okay, he didn't deserve that, but who instigated? Listen, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't go at the bar at 1 a.m. Maybe not at 1 a.m. It's too late. Maybe that most of them are drunk, that you're not going to have problems. But let's say at 11. You don't go at the bar in a bad part of the neighborhood at 11 and you go with a woman, good-looking one, I might add, of course. Do you think that that's going to incite certain problems? I think so. It means you should not go. You have the right, but there are some consequences to that, good or bad. But you should be ready. You expose yourself to that. The same with many other things. You put yourself in a circumstance that's most probable that you're gonna get chased by the police. Because what? The police chased you or they just stopped you? Stop, say hello, what's going on? Well, I made a mistake. This is it. Maybe we're gonna give you a citation, maybe this and that, and then you go home. And then you pay the fine. Or maybe you get arrested because you have something in your past, a warrant, and you don't want to be caught. Maybe you stole something. Maybe you are. Why do you run? You're afraid. Well, what are you supposed to do? The police let you go because you're afraid to be stopped by the police. Maybe you should not drive a car then. Maybe you should not go and order a pizza because you're afraid some people will strangle you. You can't use that. Just say, oh, I'm afraid of the police. Well, and the police should not be afraid of people like you, right? They're human after all. Look at it from their perspective as well. No, I don't know the details here. I'm not saying the teenager would have strangled the police or anything like that. But don't stop. And I don't know what happened next. So the incident caused unrest on the streets of Nanterre and a protest outside a police building, it's perfect, with protesters setting fire to barricades. Why do you set fire? What? And the other guys show up and then mow you down with automatic weapons? Is that how it goes? And trash cans. What's this? What is this? Hey, French people. What is this? set fire to barricades and trash cans, vandalizing bus stops, because they're the problems, and throwing firecrackers at the police. That's assault. Can they defend themselves? They should. They should defend themselves. They're human beings. They have families waiting for them out at home. Okay? Forcing the law enforcement to use tear gas, the report said. The French broadcaster reported that unrest was spreading to other suburbs in Paris. Why? With clashes with police and arson occurring. Arson, why is that necessary? In bababab, bababab, bibibu, bababab, and bababab. So they will look how many regions right here, locations. In Nanterre, protesters began smashing billboards and bus stops and set 3 cars on fire. Why? Because you're angry? Does it mean that if I'm angry I can go and smash the, how do you call it, the mayor's building? Can I do that because I'm angry with the taxes, go and destroy something? And I think that they're unfair. Some of them gathered near the house of the deceased and in the front of the prefecture. Police squads, including special response units, were sent to the suburbs. I don't know if this picture, right here it says, the protester throws a cardboard to feed burning pallets during a demonstration at Concorde Square. I've been there, near the National Assembly in Paris, Thursday, March 16th, 2020. So it's a different, it's not related to this one. It's a different picture used for this. So several dozen protesters began building barricades and throwing rocks and incendiary mixtures at the police, with law enforcement responding with tear gas. One person was injured in the eye, the broadcaster reported. 9 people were detained in the suburbs, according to the city's prefecture. Well, that's not how a civilized society acts. Well, other societies act like that, I guess. I've never seen something like this in Romania all my life. Never heard of anything like this, where something happened and the Romanians start burning shit. Never heard. Maybe right now because, but So French Nation, did you guys do the same thing before? I don't know, like 50 years ago? When something happened and you felt that something was done wrong to someone, you started destroying someone else's property and you attacked the law enforcement. Did you do this? Hey, Jean, Pierre, did you do this before? Oh my God. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. You're good. You're good. It's your country, after all. Oh my God, my friends. And the same thing here in the United States of America. I totally disagree. I'm against it. And all this could be figured out in an hour. In 1 hour. But somehow they're left to do that thing. In 1 hour, everything could be cleared. And you don't have to go and, hyenas go 100,000 people on these violent people burning and destroying property. You don't have to do that. You have to do one incident. And then you spread the word, and they will spread the word. Hey, did you hear what they're doing over there? Let's go home. Otherwise, you're gonna end up like that. There's legal methods to take care of this kind of behavior, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have more and more. What is this, man? What is this? You get angry and start smashing. I feel doing that too. But first, you respect yourself. Second one, wait 1 second, I don't have all the information on the issue. Do I know if the kid had a gun? Do I know if he pointed a gun? I mean, from all that, it's just that poor kid was just driving away because he didn't want to stop, and these guys are just hunting him down. If that's the case, those police officers will be criminally charged and so on. That's how it should be in a civilized society, correct? But you wait. You don't destroy other people's property and the whole neighborhood's, the suburbs, property. That's not yours. That's a crime what you're doing right there. And you should be punished. As the officers, if they acted in, illegally or criminally. And the kid, obviously it's too late for him, but do I think that's the way he should behave? No. But I'm talking about both sides. But the reaction, no. The reaction is no, I don't want it. Let's say something happens over there in the neighborhood and you have some people, starting burning my cars and all this. What do you think I'm going to do? What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to call the police. That's what you think? Yeah, that's exactly. No, I'm going to just take pictures of them and say, hi, I had another car over there. You can burn it too. It's insured. Yes. Is that what I'm going to do? Hey, I'm going to walk out and you can burn my house down because you're upset. Well, can I be upset with you? And if I'm upset with you, can I do something like you do? I mean, according to your reaction, I'm entitled to do that too. So if I'm angry with your reaction, I can do to you and your family and whom, whatever, the same thing. Or I should go to the mayor's house and do something over there. Is that how it goes? That's why we have laws. The civilized societies have laws, and they are obeyed and followed. Sometimes mistakes occur, but in Paris, almost every other month you have something like this. You have a group of people burning shit because they say something occurred over there. Okay, is that the way you behave? It's okay, my French nation. You're doing just fine, just fine. Do you have nuclear weapons? All right, good. You know why? Because some people will get in charge of your nuclear weapons sometime down the road, I don't know, maybe in 30, 40 years. And what do you think will happen then? When those people get those nuclear weapons and they get angry with something that, let's say, the Czech Republic did, what do you think they will do? They will behave like we behave, or they will behave like they behaved in the street? Think about that. And they have a lot of frustration towards the Czech people. You know exactly what I'm saying. And the same thing in the of America. Yes, promote all that. Yes, do all that. And these guys are going to do it what? Who are going to be first hit? The abusers, the oppressors. Who are the oppressors? Be careful, my friends. Be careful. I'll be dead by then many times over because I don't plan on living together forever. But give it, let's say, 20 years. In 20 years, I will not see that happen. But in 40 years, I'm almost guaranteed if things go the way they go, Europe might be just, I don't know. And anyway, it's a different story. Don't act like that. If you act like that, you should be reprimanded. The same with the police officers if they did something wrong. That means they react in a certain way. I don't know, something wrong meaning if the kid pulled a gun at the police and they defended themselves, that's a different story. That's what I mean. Now, I don't know the details and I don't really care. The kid was killed by the police. Is that the normal reaction? Is that how you do at work? If something happens, as I explained? No, you don't do that. Why? Because we work within the system. We're supposed to work within the systems when we're angry with our government. Somehow we do that. Okay? And if some others don't, they're punished. Good. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.